Hello guys, and welcome back to another Tweaker Man video. So today in this project we're going to be swapping out some bits on the ESL-63s. So I'll show you that now. So here we have the back panel of the quad ESL-63s, and at the moment there's an XLR input there. Now we want to change it to these banana binding posts. So I've already done one and it's worked out really well, and it's working in the other room at the moment. So for doing this job you're going to need some files, you're going to need some wire strippers, some very small screws, self-tapping, a range of screwdrivers. We need some silver solder and some 0.8mm silver wire, magnifying glass, and a soldering iron, and just some scissors and a few bits. So let's get into this. Right, so we've laid the speaker on its front there. So what we've got to do is just to unscrew all these screws. So this is where all the electronics is, and the power supply to these speakers, to this speaker I should say. So there's a little screw under these feet, so these feet just lift off like that, and then we should be able to take that out now. And then we'll reveal the underneath. There we go. Some nice stuff in there. 2 power supplies. It's a nice piece of equipment. Right, okay, so I'm going to put this down to one side now. Get rid of all the screws and bits and pieces. We'll fit them over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it up the other way now, because we need to get the XLR connector out. The plug, I should say, the socket. There we go. So there's the XLR socket. So get our screwdriver there. Right, so that's spinning, that one. So that one wasn't even connected in there. There we go. Sometimes these things, when things are old and you don't know if anybody's messed about with them over the time, get that under there as we do it. Right, okay, I'm going to have to turn that back over again. So I've removed the screws, and we lift up the XLR socket. Now, I've already done the other one, so I know exactly where these go. So this is going into the negative. So I've wrote it down here. So on there, that pin there is number 3. So that's going into the negative, which is going to be the black on the banana plugs, binding posts, and then the red one is the positive. So now what we have to do now is just desolder these bits out of here, okay, and then we can then start cutting away, filing away the faceplate there, because these obviously are not going to fit in there like that. So we need to take a fair amount of the mild steel away. Right, okay, so we're going to try to desolder this off of there. That's it. That's one. Same with that one now. That over like that. Come around that side. That's it. Right, So we've taken those off now. Now what we've got to do now is we need to offer this up to the... we're going to push those inside just for a minute. And now we need to work out how big we need the holes to be. Right, the hole to be there. So I need to take off a certain amount either side there. So I need to cut some bits in there, just round like that. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on its back again, and I'm going to start filing. So first, before we start filing, we just need to release this capacitor there that's held in place there. We'll just let that fall down there. We don't want anything happening to that, and remove that over to there. So we're going to start filing from this side. So I've placed a piece of paper in there to get all the filings into it, so it don't fall into the circuit board. Right, okay, so I'm just going to start taking some of this, I'll just turn that around in there, some of this casing away. Now, I'm not going to show you all this because it takes ages. You see that's cutting into there just nicely. I've got to file right back. It takes around about 20 minutes to get it all off, so we'll crack on with it. Right, I think that's probably about it. So that's all the filings there that's come out the back. We're going to give it a blowout with the gun as well. So we just need to put the check that they fit. There we go. Perfect. So we're just going to blow any rubbish out that's inside the actual...
It's hard to believe that he's...
We're going to blow any rubbish out. That's it. So we just need to cut some... snip some more off of there. These are superb, these things. I'm glad I bought those. Right. So we're going to push this through here like this as well. So that's going to go on to the positive, and this is going to go on to the negative. Okay, so we're just going to release this a bit. We're going to wrap that around there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just tighten that up. And then we're going to solder it in place. They could put a ring on this and do it with a ring. Entirely up to you. But we'll get it in place like that. I'll just tighten it up with these for a minute. So we've wrapped that round there, and we're just going to put a bit of solder on there to hold it in place because we don't want it coming off. That would be an idea if the soldering iron was on. Right, okay, so we just need to solder this into there now. Takes a bit of solder to get it in there. Heat these big plugs up. I'll hold it there for a while. Just spread on there in a minute. There we go. So this on here, we're going to put a bit on the end there just to tin it up there. Right, I'll put some onto here. And then we're going to hold that on there. There you go, splendido. That's on there and that's on there. So we're just going to push that back through here. Okay. And then that'll fit in there. So, right, okay, so now we've done that. And we just need to mark some holes now. There, because we've got to drill some holes to put some screws in. Right, okay, so there's already a hole there, which is quite handy. So this one here, that's going to go in there like that. Get a hole there, one there, and that one there. There we go. Right. Right, so we need to drill a hole there. So what I'm going to do is just keep my hand around there. That's it. That's one. Come around here. That's two. And then just one here. Right, okay, so we're going to give that a hoover out and then we'll start screwing them on. Right, so I made these back plates that these binding posts sit into. So I had to fit those on there to get the right size. So now, all we need to do now is just to get these little screws into the right place now. Screw them in, that's one. I've got to get the one in the back, never easy. These things always look harder when you do them on camera than they are when you just do them normally. You know, normally you just do stuff really easy, but that one's in. That one in there. That one's in. And then just one round this side. Oops. That's it. So there we have it. We fitted those in beautifully. They're nicely fitted in. Just touch a bit of that black paint up around there. Right, so all we need to do now is just to fit the bottom plate back on. So we fitted the cap back onto there. Okay, so that's not actually touching there. That's quite a way away from there. So now all we've got to do now is just to screw the base plate back on, which is here. Get our screwdriver up here. So when we come around here, we'll get these two centre screws on first. What I'll do is I'll give you a video on how these sound. But the last video I uploaded, I had copyright strike again, even though they said they were non-copyright. So, so we'll have to see how it goes. So there we go. Another nice job done. So I'm going to go and plug these in to try them. I must admit, I've got the other one on its own in there. It sounds pretty good, so I'm going to do a video and show you how good these are. I've got to try to find some non-copyright music on YouTube. It's the only thing I can do. So I hope you like this video. Never easy doing these videos on camera. Keep having to stop and start, but there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching another Tweaker Man video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to press that notification bell so you're notified each time I upload a new video. And thank you for watching, guys.